KKR take on Chennai, match number 57. This is happening at the Eden Gardens. Kartik, once again, this is the day for KKR to get those 2 points and still survive, because this race up top is getting so tight that KKR have to get these 2 points.
Yeah, and they won that last game by a breath, actually. They're winning by 1 run. They would have given them a ray of hope, and also given the fact that Chennai can take you down because they've got nothing to lose.
Yes.
And they also nearly won a game against RCB, who are also trying to contend for this title. So it's going to be an interesting one, because KKR, it was good to see Dre Russ being sent up the order. And this is something which, I don't know, I would like to ask Gilly what he thinks. Certain players are bracketed as only beyond this certain point because of that laptop. David Miller is one. Dre Russ is the other one. I'm trying to think of someone else who's bracketed like that. I don't understand. These guys are high-quality international players who've been playing for a long time. I think they've got enough skill to see through 1 or 2 overs. And even, it's like, you cannot go and hit every ball every day, every season. Even the best batters need a few deliveries inside. So you saw the difference, what Dre Russ can do. I feel some of these batters are being underutilized, so it was good to see him get runs.
But is it because they're trying to manage that playing 11, because they know that Ajinkya likes playing in that 6, then they know that Raghuvanshi is also someone who doesn't want to come down too much.
No, but those are kind of players who are very different, Saimi. You need to give, if Ajinkya and Ankush are playing, they're very conventional players. You cannot ask them to go and bosh it from word.
Exactly.
Dre Russ can do, but doesn't mean that he can do it every year, every day. The other bowlers are also thinking, and also he also needs some time. That's why I'm saying that please give him some time, and he can create
time. He took time the other day.
Well, he got that time as well.
2 off 9,
which is fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Because those guys can make up for it. Chris Gayle used to be 7 of 12 or 13, and you look at the record. Any 11 you put, he'll be the first name there. Any bowler who's the most dreaded, or any batter who's the most dreaded, ask any bowler, they'll say Chris Gayle. And he took time. Aram se. So you don't need to go bosh every ball. So I was happy to see that happen. But again, coming back to what you said, I think it's going to be a good one, because with whatever is happening around them, KKR will feel happy that this result will help them in their maneuver as well, in their motion towards coming up top. And if they can beat CSK, it keeps their hopes alive.
Well, they just scraped through in that last match, Gilly, and they got past that finish line, which is important. But there were lots of close games that they lost earlier in the season. So I don't know if they'll be a very confident side. They're not winning with, dominance. At least these close games, they don't win with dominance.
As long as you win, I guess. I think they will take a bit of momentum out of that, albeit close victory the other night. It was amazing innings from Parag that sort of clawed RR, who were dead and buried before that game anyway. That's the only thing that really kept it interesting. So that they had a few questions to answer. But I watched that and thought, I reckon that's one match that will instill them with a fair bit of confidence, a bit of momentum. Even on social media, just observing a few things within their network, they look like a pretty happy group there. But I couldn't agree more with this concept of you get your most dangerous batters trying to face as many balls as possible. No, Dre Russ isn't an opener. You wouldn't throw him up against the brand new ball every time, because that might level it out, but certainly that wasn't a bad blueprint to follow that they produced the other day. And I expect they'll come into this pretty confident, but they won't take CSK lightly, because there's still some very, very high quality players in there, and a few youngsters who are a little bit fearless.
Yeah.
But for KKR, any changes you'll see? They go ahead with the same playing 11?
They're playing at home, isn't it?
Yes.
I wouldn't see any change. Why do they need to change something?
I mean, it's just been the openers that have shuffled around a little bit.
But I suppose you need to give them that run, because who else do you have?
Yes.
We mentioned Venkatesh Iyer the last time around, but Venkatesh Iyer is not having the kind of season. Maybe if you want to play him and throw him up top, that was one thought process, because he's done well for them in the past at that position. I don't think I see any change in that side.
They'll keep Gilchrist at the top there, I think, and they're not going to move Narine.
No point in moving them. Yeah.
Well, Gilly, for CSK, like you said, those few youngsters were the positive. It was a really, really splendid knock by Mhatre, the 94 that he got, because he was hitting it all around the park. So they, of course, have been eliminated. But just to see these youngsters crop up is very exciting.
Extremely exciting. I think he's the find of the tournament for me. I know that a lot made about Suryavanshi, but I think this young guy looks like he's got a really compact all-round game and a nice even head. He might look back and think, gee, if I didn't go for the 6, I might have been able to get 100 and get in that list of centurions. But I don't suspect these young players care too much about that. I think they're more about just keep going, keep going no matter what. So that's that's something that I'm really looking forward to in this game, seeing him go about his business again.
Kartik, we'll
I'm
have a
pretty
look
sure
at
they're
that
going to have
squad.
that clip and send it to Ayush Mhatre. It's high praise coming from Gilly.
Oh, I don't think they'll send it. He'll be seeing it, because
he'll
when
be seeing
Gilly
it,
says something, it goes viral, right?
Okay.
So it reaches everyone. Whatever is said on Cricbuzz Live reaches everyone, which is why we have to see that squad and see if you have any changes whatsoever for tomorrow's game.
Bravis has done well. Ayush Mhatre, Sheikh Rashid, again, is somebody they're looking at. Ravindra Jadeja and the move up top has worked. I would like to see Shivam Dube bat slightly higher if he has to be there. Again, the same thing, the same concept of him being seen as an enforcer is fine. I know Sam Curran and Ravindra Jadeja have been given that role, but I would like to see if Shivam Dube gets a chance to go slightly ahead. I think he's a good player as well. He's played for India, he's done well. So somebody like him, he's done well for CSK as well. So someone like him may be slightly higher than what he is doing. But apart from that, I think they are looking at young players. You've seen the likes of Mike Hussey coming out and saying that this gives us a chance to see who is going to stay with this franchise going forward. They've got some youngsters. So again, their policy is always to give an extended run.
Yes.
It was surprising with the way they started, that they tried 16 or 17 players within the first 4 games, which normally has never happened in the history of CSK. Yes. But yeah, now that they are eliminated and they've got these young players there, I'm pretty sure that they're going to give them that extended run.